welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra, and today I want to work on this little paw mold. It's for fondant. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I want to do something different with this. I think it's different. I haven't looked. Here I have, I don't know, not even, probably about half an ounce of resin mixed up. And I want to use some fine pink glitter there. And mix that up. Oh yeah. That is sparkly. Just how I like it. And all I'm going to do is fill up the little pads with some resin. I don't want it to be too thick. I don't want it to go over. And this mold is very shallow in the pad area. So it would be very easy to over pour this mold. And this is just going to be the first step. I want to make like a little memento, I want to use this coaster and an image of my son's cat Maeve. And give it to my son. He loves his kitty cats. He's going to be a daddy soon. He's a good cat dad, so he will be a good daddy. And my son, he would never associate my son to being like a cat person. He's a very alpha, very masculine man. You know, full beard, but he very neat with his beard. But he works, he's a what is it, journeyman in construction. He works on the big high-rise buildings, and yeah, you would associate him with big dogs. I would, if you were to associate with how a person looks with what kind of animal they would have. So he loves he's got Maeve and Murphy. I think they were both rescue cats. And Murphy, he's got 6 toes. Murphy's a special little kitty cat. And Maeve, that little cat's she's got personality. She really does. So it looks like I am going to have extra, which is not surprising. So I will put that in another mold, and I'm going to set this aside, let it cure, and be back when it's cured. Okay, this is cured enough, and I have about 1.5 ounces of resin here. I have a little bit of, I'll show you, just a tiny bit of that in there. This is resin from another project. I didn't want to let that go to waste. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to take some of this Arctic Pearl mica powder. I'm almost out of this, which is kind of sad because this is my favorite white mica powder. And I can't find this brand anywhere. So I'm going to try to get my spoon in there. 2 spoonfuls in there. I'm going to close this up over here. Mix that in. When you're mixing your mica powder, you want to make sure you mix it thoroughly. You want to get all the clumps out of there. Just when you think you've mixed it enough, make sure you mix it some more. Okay, with this, I just want to cover the pink. The resin, pink resin, glitter resin. I'm not going to try and dome this. There's no need to dome it. I made up a lot more resin than I needed. because I wasn't sure what I'd need. And that is it. I hope that covered it good enough. It should have. I'm going to give it a spritz with some isopropyl alcohol. And I'm going to let that cure, and I will be back for the next step. All right, this has cured enough. I did put it on my heat mat. It's been curing for, I don't know, just over an hour. And that is what it looks like. And because this is a dull mold, this is going to come out dull. But I'm not worried about that. If I wanted to make this the glitter sparkle or whatever, I could coat this in UV resin. But that is not what I'm going for. I want to see if it... Yes. Okay. So I have... I think it's just, what did I mix up? An ounce. Just an ounce of just clear resin. And I'm just going to put enough resin in, because I want just a little basic little like coat on the bottom of this coaster. Nothing dramatic, nothing deep. You want to make sure you have enough resin on the bottom so that the resin doesn't start pulling away from itself. If it starts to do that, you don't have enough resin mixed into your mold. And I see I have some bubbles forming. So I am going to, you see, this is a perfect example to show you. Do you see right there, the resin, how it pulled away from the mold? I'm going to fill that up again. And I'm going to keep an eye on it just to make sure that it doesn't separate again. If it separates, if it pulls away from there again, then I know I don't have enough resin in the bottom of this mold. I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to turn it on and pop the little bubbles. Okay, that looks good. It doesn't look like it's separated at all. So now I'm going to put some resin. See how the resin, just to show you, it brings that sparkle back. I'll show you right here. It brings the sparkle back in the glitter. So I'm going to, I want to coat this a little bit. Don't know if this is necessary. I'm going to take this and put it in the mold like so. And that is all I am going to do. I will be back for the next step. This has cured. Okay. And what I have is I have a little picture of my son's cat Maeve. And what I did, let me show you, is I just printed the image out, different sizes, on some vinyl, on printable vinyl. And I'll show you. Remove this. Okay. If you notice on the edge of here, I knocked back the white. What I mean by the white, see on this piece here, you see the white showing up? And it's not on this piece here. See that? It's just the little things that I notice about this stuff. So I took some archival ink. You want to make sure that it is a waterproof ink. And you want to do this and let it dry. And I took one of these little blending dome brushes. Doesn't have to be domed. And I'm using a piece of the cutoff. And I just went around with a brown archival ink. This is the Distress Ground Espresso. And I'll show you. Okay. That edge, you don't see the white. That edge, you see the white. See the difference? I mean, it's so small. But I notice it, so that's what I do when I do stuff like this. You don't have to do this. It's just something that I do. You know, I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary. So anyway, back to this. I've got 2 ounces of resin poured. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We will find out together. And I want to use this Sunstone glitter from Martha Stewart. Got this a long time ago. I believe I got all my Martha Stewart glitter from Tuesday Morning. Does Tuesday Morning even exist? I don't even know. Let me know if you know. I don't know if they're still open. I haven't been there in a long time, obviously. So I'm just going to mix some of this in. Mix some more in. Then move my stick. I don't want it landing on a stick. That is so pretty. I was going to go with silver, but looking at her picture, I didn't want it to, because you're not going to see much of this. And I'll let you know how I cut this out. I used my, this over here. I used my nesting dies, the circle nesting dies. And I can always show you guys how to do this if you don't know. It's not a problem. So a nesting die is just a bunch of circles that come in different sizes. That's what nesting die is. And I just took a mold. Let me see if I have the other mold here. Yes. I took a mold and I found the closest one, the closest nesting die that fit in the mold. This one doesn't. This is, so I just went one size down. That fits in the mold. I'm not putting it blade side in. The blade is sticking out. And then I took the image. That's why I did different size images. And then I took the die and I just placed it where I wanted it, like so. And then I ran it through my die cutting machine. This one was a little bit smaller, as you can see by the size of Mavy's head. And that's why I went with this size. And I cut it out, and then I sealed it with Mod Podge. I used the Mod Podge Gloss Sealer spray. And I sprayed the whole sheet. I did 3 coats of the spray sealer. And then I let it dry in between each coat. I think I let it dry like, I don't know, 10 minutes in between each coat. And then I came in with the die, and cut out the die. Then I edged it with the ink. And now we're going to do this. So, yeah, I don't know if I have enough glitter in there just so it won't, also, it shouldn't sink. So I'm just going to pour this in. Hopefully I have enough to cover the paw print, and I don't want to come over the top of the mold, but I do want to put some resin in because I'm going to put this picture in there. Oh, I made a little bit more than I wanted to. Okay. I'm going to keep an eye on that. And then I'm going to let it, I don't know if I'm going to let it cure or tack up. I'm probably going to let it cure because I'm going to just stick this to it. And then once this is ready, I'm going to spray it with some isopropyl alcohol. Move that out of the way. I'm going to let this cure, and once this is cured, we'll be back to do this and the doming. So hopefully I don't have too much resin there. I might have too much resin. If I do, I will show you how to go about doing this. Okay, this is cured. I had extra, so I just had this little trinket box here. So I'm going to attempt to take this off, the sticky part of this. Now, I don't know if this is tacky or not. I think it is. Yes, it is. I'm just making sure that I'm sticking it to the surface of the resin. I'm going to let that cure up a little more. I think I'm going to unmold it when it's cured, and I'm going to top coat it that way, because I think if I try to top coat this, this will pour over. So we'll go on from there as soon as it's ready. Okay, this is ready to come out of the mold. And that's what we have in the back. That looks cute. Really cute. And I can feel actually. I'm gonna have to put a coat on both sides. I'm gonna start with this side first. And because I don't want to sand anything, I'm gonna put some liquid latex down on this side. Even though I have to do both sides, I'm gonna do liquid latex on this side and let it dry, because I don't want the drips. So with my liquid latex, I don't shake the bottle and I close it. I keep it closed, and that will keep your liquid latex from going bad. And I hope that latex didn't get in any of those little holes. I felt some bubbles. I can feel it in there. We'll see. I just want to cover the back of this. I'm going to go up to the edge, just like that. And as soon as I get this filled in, I can see some, I will, and it dries, we'll be back to do the next step. So let me get this to the edge, and once it dries, we will top coat. Then we'll go from there. Okay, the liquid latex had dried really good on that. So I have just over an ounce of resin here, which is way too much for this, but it is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start with the sides. Just going to stick my finger in there and get the sides covered as much as I can. I know I could do it while it's sitting on that cut, but it's just easier for me to do it this way, just to make sure I get all the sides covered. Okay, now I'm going to set her little butt down right there, and I'm just going to pour and bring it to the edge. She's cute. Bring it to the edge. And because I put my resin on the edge, it should flow over nice. That's what I want. Add some more. Bring it out to the edge. Add a little bit more. I don't need this much resin. I'm just using it because it's in the cup. And bring it to the edge some more. So I want the edge, the run sides nice and smooth. It's looking good. Might as well finish it off. Really nice. Okay, I am going to I'm going to get a lighter and pop some of these bubbles. I gotta get me a torch, just a small torch. I don't have one. I'm not comfortable using a torch. I mean, I've never used a torch, but I don't think I'd be comfortable. So I'm gonna let maybe sit there and cure. And then once she's cured, I will see you shortly. Okay, this is cured. I'm going to remove the resin off the back because it dripped. You want to make sure that your piece is cured before you do this step, but you don't want to wait days to get this off. As soon as it's cured, you want to pull the liquid latex off, and then it just makes it easier to come off. So, but that is what I have. Isn't she cute? Oh, it turned out beautiful. I love it. She is adorable. Now on this side, I'm still not going to touch it. I mean, it is cured. On this side here, I will, because I do have some little imperfections there. I'm going to let this cure for an additional, I don't know, 2 days or so. And then I'm going to flood coat this side. And I want to get one of those little stands to display, you know, so they can put this on the shelf. Didn't she turn out adorable? She is such a cute little cat. She has a personality out of this world, this little kitty cat. Oh my goodness, she's so beautiful. As soon as my son, he sent me this picture, as soon as he sent this to me, I knew I was going to do something with it. And I still have these. I can still do something with these. So, she's adorable. Let me know what you think. Do you like it? I like it. I like it a lot. I like how the flood coat worked. Really nice. Really nice. The edges turned out really nice. Yeah, I really like it. So I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please do in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And to my subscribers, I truly appreciate you. You have a great day and God bless. Bye.